Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. We're your yarn hosts, Jennifer
and Danielle.
I paused in the wrong spot. I was like, are you going to say your name first or mine? God help us all.
You know, it might help if we actually worked on this before we turned the camera on.
We should probably talk. Anyway. I'm exhausted. It is Friday. Well, I'm going to say this. It's Friday for you guys. We're filming this on, what's today? Wednesday. While you're watching this, we will be in the car driving her home. So, bye.
Bye.
Everybody say goodbye to Paprika. It's been fun. So, yeah. It's been a good week. We are going to show our yarn porn of the week. I do have a couple of purchases that I made. She's not really seen, well, she kind of peeked, but like, she hasn't really seen, we haven't discussed what I purchased without her while we were not getting along. But it has been an amazing 2 weeks with baby Paprika. Baby Paprika. With Paprika, with my sister. For those of you who don't know, because I don't remember explaining this during the past 2 weeks, Danielle is my little sister, but she's also the moderator of the Facebook group. So I like having her on because it gives you guys an idea of who you're working with when you're working with the Facebook group, because we had quite a few people, this kind of irritated us both, assumed because she's here that she's not going to be watching the Facebook group as much, and we had a huge influx the day they found out that she was here of links in the Facebook group, and links are not allowed. I'm trying to prevent spamming. I'm trying to prevent scamming, because a lot of people will post links and then you click on it and it goes to something else. Then you gotta re-log in, and then when you re-log in, that's not actual the page that you're clicked on. It's a scam site. They steal your passwords that way. So like there's a lot of things we're trying to protect the group from, and it was like as soon as people realized she was here, oh, she's going to be so busy with her sister, she's not going to be managing the group. Well, I got news for you. She is the what does they call that?
Enforcer.
The enforcer. She's the enforcer. She drops the hammer. Yes. So with that,
behave yourselves or you'll be out.
We've had to kick a few people out. The two of us were tag teaming it. Like, even though we're sitting here, we still got our phones in our pockets. We're still getting alerts that you guys are acting up. Shame, shame. So, it's been fun, though. And, I like having her on. It's been entertaining, to say the least. You like being on?
I do.
Now, I'm gonna ask her this question on behalf of all of you. Are you gonna be starting a YouTube channel of your own soon?
No, I do not have time. I would love to. I would love to be able to just sit down, relax, have a chat with you guys, but my children will not allow that. And when my children would allow that, I have too much to do around the house.
Yeah.
So
it's just not feasible for her.
It's not.
I also was discussing with her, because I know these personality flaws about myself. I know this about myself. I was like, if you started a YouTube channel, we would have to work through some issues, because I know that I'm competitive, at least with her. Like, I know that would be an issue that we would have to overcome, just because I'm incredibly insecure with certain aspects, and I don't like being copied. I hate being copied. So
I know you do.
That would be some issues we would have to overcome if that ever happened. Right now, it's not feasible. This little one is like constantly needing all day attention, and she's doing most of the parenting work because her husband works outside of the home. So it's her and two littles, and that's not easy at all. It's not.
No. When I am able to put this one down, the other one jumps in my lap ready for mommy and me time, so.
Yeah, and then you guys know, she had the baby on January 29th. And she purchased a house on January 29th. No, you 28th. Purchased 28th.
Yeah.
January 28th, she bought a house. January 29th, she gave birth. It was like 12 hours later. She's like, I'm doing it all at once.
Yep.
Insanity.
I honestly think I was really in labor when we bought the house.
Well, I have no doubt about that. And then you're moving stuff.
Well, I wasn't moving stuff. I was walking around the house.
Yeah, but you were moving stuff. You guys were moving stuff.
He was moving stuff. I wasn't moving nothing. I was
running up and down stairs
Yeah.
with your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll put you into labor.
Good. I was counting on it. I was sick of being pregnant. Get this baby out of me.
You were in a rush. She was in a rush to purchase a house. She was in a rush to get that baby pumped out.
I was.
And now she's in a rush.
I was ready for the next stage of my life. Let's get it started.
You hit the ground running too.
I
did. I told you are out of your damn mind, woman. But anyway, she's a little bit crazy. I am. I am too, though. I am too. When I get my mind set on something, I'm doing it. I don't care what nobody says.
I wouldn't change anything about it. I'm glad I got it all done at once, because then it wouldn't be like all stretched out. That would make me stressed out. Stressed.
You were stressed out anyway.
I was, but that would make me even more stressed out, because if I hadn't bought the house right then and there, it would have been all four of us cramped in that tiny little apartment, and that would have stressed me out. But
do you ever feel like, because Mom did this, do you ever feel like sometimes you like look for ways to stress yourself out? When you're too calm, you gotta find something to stress out about. So you look for something to do to irritate yourself.
Sometimes. Today's a good day. Let's think about something to stress us out.
Let's find a way to ruin it.
Yeah.
I do the same thing.
Wait a minute. Today's just a little too good.
I do the same thing. I'm feeling a little too calm today. Let's get crazy.
Right.
So anyway, I'm going to show you what I purchased at Hobby Lobby, and then I will show you what I purchased at Joann's, and then I will show you what I'm in the progress of making. Hopefully it's finished by Monday, because I haven't sewn it together yet. But, so, we went to Joann's. No, we went to Hobby Lobby with the purpose of looking for the fur yarn that has been clearanced out, part of the Hobby Lobby sale. The Hobby Lobby annual yarn clearance. Because I knew that they had fur yarns clearanced out for like $1, and I wanted to make little man bugs. I said this before. I wanted to make him bugs so that he's not so afraid of bugs. Well, when we first walked into Hobby Lobby, this is what I saw. And it's got an orange sticker on it. And you guys know, let's see if I can get the shadow of the window off of it. It is a buffalo. It was clearanced out for $7.49. It's beautiful framed art. It's a beautiful photograph, and it reminds me of my times in Yellowstone, which is also sad times because that's when my dog died. But it's beautiful. The grass looks like painting. Is this a painting or a photo? It's a painting. I thought. Oh, I scared her. I thought it was a photo this whole time.
Oh, that's a painting.
It's a painting. Well, it's
you
a
won't
painting.
be able to tell unless you look at the grass, because that buffalo looks real.
The buffalo looks real, the grass looks fake. So, that's beautiful. That's going to be hung on a wall somewhere in my house. Because I love buffalo. Speaking of buffalo, there's something under here I can show. I got this in Happy Mail. Speaking of buffalo, I don't have the envelope it came in, so I forgot the name of the person that sent this to me. However, she did send me an email too. She visited Theodore Roosevelt Park. Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and she sent me some postcards of the national park. These photos are so pretty. I have not been to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, but I really want to go. Isn't that pretty?
Where is it?
See? I can't see that.
Let me look. It doesn't say.
I want to say it's in the Dakotas. I could be wrong. Look at that buffalo face. And then she sent me a buffalo pin. And this is going to go on my pin board upstairs. Because you guys know, if you've been around for a while, I have a pin board. And I collect pins mostly from Disney, but I do have pins from other parts of like travels and stuff. So this is going to go on my pin board.
I was reading the quote on the back.
Trying to see, because in 1956, 29 bison were brought from Nebraska and released in the South Unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park, where they roam freely on the park land. And by 1962, the herd had increased to 145 animals. That year, 10 bulls and 10 cows were relocated to the 24,000-acre North Unit. The north and south-facing slopes between the Little Missouri River bottomland and the grasslands of the northern prairie provide a variety of habitats. So thank you so much for sending me that.
I didn't know you say Missouri.
Sometimes I say Missouri. Sometimes I say Missouri.
I say Missouri.
It depends on my mood. Well, I've been to Missouri a bunch of times. So when I'm in a bad mood, like Missouri is... Juju calls it misery too, because Missouri is long and flat. Well, it's not flat. There's parts of it that are not flat. It's just boring, and it depends on where you're driving in Missouri. Like, it's not. It looks like Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Kansas, kind of Iowa, like Nebraska. A lot of those states just look the same. Like, there's farmland and there's not a lot to look at visually. Michigan, parts of Michigan, like, are very boring. Parts of are beautiful, and there are parts of Missouri that are absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But there's, like, when we used to drive from Michigan to California and we would drive through Missouri, it just was long and boring, and so then we started calling it misery. And then Missouri came because just because I've heard other people say it that way and I like the way it sounds. Okay. So
yeah, I know when we were on a train to California when you got married, Kansas was one of the most boring states to take a train through.
See, I like Kansas because there's places to stop in Kansas. There's like...
Yeah, when you drive.
But we were on the train, there's nothing. And when you're on the train versus when you're driving down the freeway, if you don't make it a point to stop and pull off, all you see is the freeway and semi-trucks and, like, but if you research before you go on those long drives like that, there's lots of cool places to stop, like just off the freeway or like maybe a half an hour off the freeway. When you're on the train, however, train tracks, think about where train tracks are in your city. A lot of times the train tracks go through the ugly part of town, or like the ghetto, or like like a lot of times what backs up next to the train tracks is like junkyards or dumps or the backs of like industrial buildings or train stations. Like, there's nothing along train tracks that are necessarily gorgeous and beautiful. Mm-mm. It's always like through the bad country and out in the middle of nowhere, like in the desert, like people half bury cars. Like, they want to get rid of cars or a refrigerator or something. They throw it out by the train tracks in a hole. Like, it's the craziest thing. So yeah. So Hobby Lobby. I bought some of this Bernat Casa yarn for $2.99. It was clearanced out. The reason I bought it is because I thought that the black would make good for bees and or spiders. So that's why I bought this yarn. But now that I'm looking at it and now that I kind of started the spider, I don't know that I'm going to use it for that. But I was thinking this, I kind of want to play with it anyway, because it's soft and it's kind of cool looking.
It is.
So I don't know what I'm going to make.
I've never heard of that yarn before.
Yeah.
And we have lots of Bernat in Michigan.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of that yarn before.
So this is a super bulky number 6. It's 78% polyester, 22% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. This would make a cool pillow because it's only 170 yards. It's not going to make much. This would make a cool pillow. But also this would make like a cool like monster amigurumi or a bug amigurumi or something like that. So I bought it for spider fur, but I gotta go in my project bag to get you the other one to show you that one. But I got some of this, which is the Hobby Lobby Snuggle Up in the color Mink. This was 99 cents. This is tarantula fur. So with that, I will show you what I've been working on. So this is the reason I went to Hobby Lobby. Because he is not sewn together yet. He's not finished. But here is my spider with his tarantula fur on his body. He's got a little hair on. Lucas has named him Ray. He's got 4 eyes. He's very cute. Lucas wants him, but he's not, like I said, he's not done yet. I have to sew his legs on better. His legs are just 4 tubes that I sewed, and I pinched them together in the middle. They are not stuffed. They are just spider legs. So now little man has a spider that he doesn't have to be afraid of. So I had fun working on him at the 4th of July event. That is the reason that I went to Hobby Lobby. But while I was at Hobby Lobby, I dropped that on the floor. I saw this. This yarn is so pretty. This is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. It's their low pill fiber yarn. It is 186 yards. I paid full price for this because I wanted it. I just like the color. So it was $3.99 for 186 yards, which is not...
It's not bad.
It's not good either.
Well,
it's a 4-weight. It's 100% low pill fiber. I really... Wait for the camera to go down. I like the colors because it's like a creamy white with like a tan running through it. And this reminded me a lot of the new Universal. Universal has a new, what is it called? Let me grab my phone. Universal has a new yarn out that is very similar in colors to that. Universal yarns. I didn't type yarns. I expected my phone should have known it was Universal Yarn. Hello.
Your phone wants to take you to Universal Studios.
Well, that's why it's confused, because it doesn't know if I want to yarn or if I want to play. Yarn. Filter. It's a Universal Yarn. We don't want it alphabetical. We want new to old. Ooh, that's pretty. I haven't seen that yet.
It is pretty.
Universal worsted hues. Let me show you this, okay?
Oh, that's pretty.
That's what I'm saying. This has been showing up in my feed for like 2 months now, and I want it. I haven't purchased it yet, but tell me that doesn't look very similar to that yarn. I want that color specifically.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try it out because this is $3.99 and the Universal Yarns is $8.
Oh, that one's gorgeous.
Jacaranda. Jacaranda. That's a plant.
I like that one.
That is pretty. I want the Painted Desert. Why is it always Painted Desert? I've actually been to Painted Desert. That's probably why. So I like this because it reminded me of the Universal Yarn. So I wanted to try it. So I got 3 of those at full price. I know. It's ridiculous. My shirt is trying to rise up. Got 3 of those. They are soft. They are not near as soft as the Universal Uptown Hues though. The Universal Uptown Hues, the Uptown Worsted Hues, is kind of the equivalent of the Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling Acrylic. It is really soft. The yarn from Hobby Lobby is low pill instead of anti-pill. It is not, I mean, it's soft. It's not even, no, it's not real soft. Whereas the I Know Universal and Premier yarns is soft.
Super soft. Yes.
But the colors were the same, so I wanted to try it.
It's not rough by any means.
But you can feel texture in it.
Yeah, it's not.
And I think long term it's going to irritate my hands.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would be fine with it because I don't have the
skin problems
you do.
Yeah.
But it's not soft.
Right. So, then I bought these because I touched them and I wanted them. They are so soft. This is Yarn Bee Yarntopia. It is 100% acrylic, and it doesn't feel acrylic. It feels like maybe there's bamboo in there, but there's not. Does that not feel like bamboo?
Oh, right?
So this
That
is
is-
$4.99 a ball.
See now, that's called soft and sleek. This should be called soft and sleek.
What is soft and sleek?
It's called soft and sleek.
Oh, yeah, this is soft and sleek.
This is soft
I
and
don't know
sleek.
what that is. That should just be called low pill. So this is, it says it's a number 2. I tend to agree with that. I don't care about that. 312 yards each for $4.99. I'm trying to see. I think this is probably a lay flat to dry situation. Yeah, I think that's lay flat to dry. So it's really soft though, and these are the colors that I got. Are those not gorgeous? And these are so going in something together. So how many yards did I say? 312. So I have 600, 369. I have
36.
Okay, I have 936 yards. This would make something nice. It's not gonna make something super big, but look at those colors. This is the color Heather, Cerulean, and Ocean. Why is it green ocean?
I don't know.
That's the ocean on a stormy day.
Yeah.
This is more oceanic to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are so pretty. And see how there's a nice sheen on them? Like this is 100% acrylic. It looks and feels like it could be bamboo or bamboo laced.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. So I snatched these up because I had never seen these in Hobby Lobby before. So these might be one of the new yarns that they're coming out with. So that's what I bought at Hobby Lobby. And I also bought another one of these cute little bags because I really like them. It was only 99 cents, I think. Or $1.99. Let me see. 99 cents. So that's what I bought at Hobby Lobby. Those yarns and the picture. And then I went over to Joann's because Joann's has a ton, and I mean a ton of new yarns coming out.
Sorry,
and not a single one of those yarns is at my store. And when I went into my Joann's, I kind of figured out why. My Joann's cannot even get rid of the clearance yarn that they have. However, Joann's clearance sucks. And I don't know if it's all Joann's or if it's my Joann's specifically. They mark it off like two, and I'm not exaggerating. They mark it off 2 cents and call it a clearance. Me and Mr. Cinnamon were going through, and like there was like 5 cents off, 2 cents off, 7 cents off,
My
and
Joann's
it's clearance.
doesn't do that.
And they're like, oh, but you get an extra 25% off the clearance price. So really, I'm just getting a sale price with the 25% off. Like that is just so frustrating to me.
Neither one of my Joann's does that. If they're having a sale, it's a sale.
No. And then my Joann's doesn't like to stack coupons. My Joann's does not like to, I've had so many issues where I've walked out and had to return my stuff back in because they didn't do something right. I got overcharged. It has happened repeatedly at my Joann's. That's why I'm not a fan of Joann's.
At my Joann's, when you go on the app and you have the coupons saved in your app, I will give them a coupon. And then they will scroll through all of my coupons and use every single one.
My Michaels will do that. My Joann's does not.
No. See, that's why I love Joann's. Because my Joann's is awesome.
Yeah, mine's not. They barely mark anything down. And I honestly think that the store might be in a little bit of financial trouble. Just because from what I have seen, they have an abundance of clearance yarns from over a year ago still. So the yarn that they were clearancing out. Remember last winter they clearanced out... the heat wave yarn,
Yeah.
they still have it. Even though it's at Ollie's for cheaper, they still have the heat wave yarn clearanced out from last winter.
Oh, man.
So they're not moving the product through at all. And then I went in and there was yarn that I have never seen in the store. It's big, that big rope, like, it's not even rope. It's like that real thick chain spun yarn.
Yeah.
That you can only like hand knit with.
Yeah.
They had tons of that. It's never been in the store before, but now it's in a giant cardboard box laying on the floor with clearance stickers on it. And I'm like, and that's where a lot of their clearance yarn was in an open cardboard box that was only about a foot deep, laying on the ground, opened up in the center of the aisles. And I was like, I cannot bend over and get on the floor to dig through that. I don't know who is going, like it's on the floor. And it's piled up in the box. However, this was in that box. And it's not even showing up to you the proper color because it looks more orange. This is highlighter coral, so it's not orange. There's pink to it. Let's see if I get it real close, if I can get the camera to adjust to the right color. See, it's still looking way too orange.
And that is not at all orange.
It's not. It's pink, but see, the camera doesn't know what to do with this. This is confusing to the camera. Try to trick it. Yeah, no. I mean, that's more similar. And this is a gorgeous yarn.
I have that at home. I love it. So
this is the Big Twist Value yarn. It's 100% acrylic. It was $2.47. I don't think I paid $2. What did I do with my receipt? I don't think I paid $2.47 for it. I think it was $1.58. I think I paid $1.58 for these. I'm almost positive. I don't know where I put the receipt. It doesn't matter. I'm positive that I paid $1.58 for these. So I got 2 of them. Because you guys know that I love the neons. It is so bright. It's so bright. Like you can see that from across the street.
To have coral and then to have neon, that is just you all day long.
It is me. So this is 380 yards. It's a medium number 4. Machine washable, low iron, do not dry, do not tumble dry, do not bleach, do not dry clean, or dry clean, dry flat. It says dry clean, dry flat.
But it's also machine washable.
Oh. It's made in Turkey, as all the best yarns are.
I machine wash my Big Twist. When I use Big Twist Value, I machine wash it and dry it.
Yeah. This is not like, it's not fancy yarn. It's not like super soft. Can I tell you though, this is softer to me. Feel that. And feel that. It's softer to me than this.
Yeah.
Than the low pill fiber from Hobby Lobby. It's softer.
That's why I love Big Twist. Big Twist to me, Big Twist Value to me is very similar, very comparable to Premier Basics.
I could see that. It's thinner though.
It is. But I just mean feel.
The feel.
The way it feels.
I could see that. So, I got 2 of those because I needed those colors in my life. And then I bought some buttons for $1.47. And I bought this color to go with my red, white, and blue, my DK Granny Stripe cardigan that I just tested for Hannah. I want to put like 2 little buttons here just to hold it together. Because it's heavy because I made it out of cotton, so it slides a lot. So I want to put 2 little buttons just to hold it together. And then this is going to surprise some of you that I bought Red Heart Super Saver. I bought the stripes because I like knitting with the stripes. I can knit with Super Saver way easier than I can crochet, but I thought this would be a really cute hat for little man. Or a couple. This actually make a couple of knit hats. I could probably make 3 hats out of this. So, and this was once again clearanced out. It says it was clearanced out for $2.47, but I paid $1.58, which is the same price that I paid for that big skein of yarn. And this is the color Cool Stripes. So it is gonna go in the Red Heart. It's gonna go in the Red Heart Super Saver box that I have on the floor. That only has the Red Heart Super Saver stripes.
You know, I've noticed that the Red Heart Super Saver stripes to me feel softer than regular.
It does.
Super Saver.
It's slightly softer. It still bothers my skin.
Yeah.
But it, like I said, knitting is not as hard on my skin as the crochet because it's not so much in my hands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still weaving in and out of here, but it's not. I don't know why. It just doesn't bother me as bad when I knit.
Do you hold your yarn looser when you knit?
I knit, probably.
That's probably what it is because I noticed that when I crochet, it's tight around my fingers.
Yeah.
Because I hold my yarn the same way you do.
I'm getting a lump there. My hands are starting to hurt again from too much crochet. So from me and Ray and Paprika
and Ginger
and Ginger, who has been sleeping through these episodes like a good little baby. Thank you for watching Friday Yarn Porn and listening to us yammer on. These 2 purchases I made without my sister because we were not getting along that day, but I think I did good.
You did.
I love that coral. I love that. It's so pretty. I don't know what I'm making with these yarns, but I had to have them in my life. And you know, Little man really likes his little spider, which makes me happy. Because we went to a store called 2 Times New, and it's a flea market. People set up, they buy booths, they set up garage sale type stuff, antique type stuff, just a random array. And we went through and there was a little Beanie Baby spider, like the ones that came in your McDonald's Happy Meal, the little Beanie Babies. And it was the spider. And I picked it up and I showed it to little man, and he like, oh, like he didn't want to be near it. So I was scared baking this. But because he saw me put the head together, then he saw me I let him pick red eyes because red's his favorite color. And then he watched me put all the pieces together. By the way, the baby loves the spider legs. When I was making them, she was trying to suck on them. So I would take the spider leg, because it's just a tube, and I would rub it along her face. She's the happiest baby in the world. So I think because little man saw me put this together and his mommy actually made it, this spider feels safe to him. And so Ray is going to be his bug guardian, and he's going to protect him from all the other bugs. But I'm also going to make a bee, and I made a caterpillar, but you guys got to wait till Monday to see that. And I will bring Ray back on Monday so that you guys can see him finished. He's not going to look any different, except I'm going to weave in everything and sew his legs on properly. But yeah.
And now, thanks to you, Adora, baby girl, she wants a spider.
She does want a spider.
So.
She kept saying that spider was Adora.
Yeah.
So
now I gotta make her a spider. I'm not making it as fancy as you made yours, though.
Thanks for working with me these past 2 weeks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for visiting. It's been fun.
Thanks for driving 10 hours to come and get us.
It's been fun.
It has.
It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.
Keeping it real like a Happy Meal.
Oh my God. Alright, so when you go home and watch this, I miss you.
I miss you
I had
too.
a good time with you. This was fantastic.
It was.
And I will see you guys Monday all by myself. And I'm gonna sing this song. I'm all by myself. Oh, see, we went 2 different ways. I went Green Day and you went Celine Dion. That's typical. Yeah. I'm all by myself. Oh, she woke up. No? Did you wake up or no? And Jenny. Are you gonna fuss? She's got the imprint of your shirt on her arm. Oh, I know. Alright, before she cries, we're gonna go. Because this is one of those moments where she's not gonna look at me and smile. She seems fussy. Look at her poor little arm. I will see you Monday by myself. And bye, Paprika.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys later.